All right, Shalom. I'm going to start out by giving all glory and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles for teaching us this truth, peace and blessings to the brothers pushing the word throughout the four corners, and peace and blessings to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. I'm the brother Karar from the GMS Memphis camp. Pretty much coming at you with a quick lesson, man. You know, I'm on my little lunch break, so I was like, man, let me go ahead and, you know, put this on wax, man. Strike while the iron is hot. You know, and what been on my spirit is pretty much no mercy is not finna be shown unto Edom. You would not be granted any mercy, man. Okay? When it comes down to your downfall, and when it comes down to, you know, for you to go into slavery, you're gonna go head first, man. We don't want to hear no apologies. We don't want to hear no. We don't want to show sympathy, man, because you didn't show sympathy with us. And hence, you know, this whack holy day they just passed, man, Thanksgiving. All right, that's the true name for it, Thanksgiving, man. You know, because what you did to the Native Americans when you came over here, hey, you killed them, you slayed them. All right, you did what you wanted to do, you know, to us, man. And those are our brethren. Then guess what? Likewise, you did it unto the natives. You did it unto the Negroes as well, too, man. Said Judah and Israel is oppressed together. You see, that's why you lack conviction. You think you don't deserve heavy judgment, but you do. You didn't remember the brother covenant, man. You sworn, right? Let's go back to Genesis. Hey, let's start it off with that. I was gonna start off with Psalms 55, but I want to start off with, you know, your words, man, what you quoted. You see, because by thy words thou will be justified, by thy words thou will be condemned, right? This is Genesis chapter 31. I'm going to start at, hold on. Salaki. Yep. This Genesis 27, verse 41. This dealing with their birthright, the blessing. All right, the interaction, the recorded interaction between Esau and Jacob, man. And reason why it's recorded, because the Lord sees everything, man. The Lord was in the midst, heavy in that day, man. Because that day was what is pretty much defining this time that we're living in now. In order for you to understand the future, hey, you got to go back to the past, man. What was already set in stone. And this is what Esau said out his mouth. This Genesis 27 and 41. So, hold on. It's like I got it in different versions, because I'll be trying to read them in different versions. This is Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. All right? He sworn that, man. Hey, pretty much, hey, when my father died, man, hey, I'm going to slay my brother Jacob, man. And to make it in simple terms, let's read it in the NLT. Okay? Let's read that in the NLT. This Genesis 27 and 41 in the NLT. From that time on, Esau hated Jacob because their father had given Jacob the blessing. Meanwhile, he despised the birthright, though. He despised the birthright. He said, what good do this birthright do unto me? He thought little of the birthright. He didn't think it came with no significant importance. You see, he didn't think that it pretty much was good unto him. What did it profit him? Meanwhile, hey, he didn't even know, he was so ignorant and carnal that, hey, he didn't even know that within that birthright is eternal life, future rulership. But he despised it. That's why the Lord letting him run rapid in the earth now. The Lord just letting him build up letting them pretty much build up that tab from this day, from Genesis to this day. Lord just letting him build up that tab, man. And then the Lord's going to strike. Hey, according to prophecy, this Genesis 27 and 41 in the NLT. From that time on, Esau hated Jacob because their father had given Jacob the blessing. And Esau began to scheme. I will soon be mourning my father's death. Then will I kill my brother Jacob. You see? He say, then will I kill my brother Jacob. And that's Esau, man. That's his spirit, man. He always he's the antagonist of the Lord's movie. And if you can receive it through the spirit, hey, the one that gave out the blessings was ultimately Yahweh Shai. Isaac was Yahweh Shai through the spirit, man. Here it is. Jacob was blessed. Hey, Jake got the eternal life, you know. Hey, law, statutes, and commandments, the promises. Hey, even the privilege of worshiping Yahweh Shema Shai, being intimate on a personal level, man. But guess what? Esau, hey, that's why I say at least there be any fornicator and profane person as Esau. Because guess what? You're outside of the temple. You're profane. And because you're profane, the only thing you can pretty much, your reasoning and your power is the sword. That's the only way how you get down, man. But little do you know, what you done did unto Israel is going to be done unto you. The Lord is not mocked. This is Psalms 55 and 20. He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. And if you look up the peace treaties that he had broken, he broken 500 peace treaties, man. And hey, he's still breaking more to this day. Here it is. He came on the scene, you know, so-called discovered the land, right? And let's go into that word discover. Because they use these words, they put it in your face. You just have to look these things up. You just have to apply yourself, man. You got to put your twos and twos together, like the brother in the bar always saying our camp, man. Let's look up that word discover. This is discover in the 13th century, 1300th century. Divulge, reveal, disclose, expose, lay open to view, betray someone's secret. It say betray, you know. And then it say at first with the sense of betrayal and maliciousness. You see? An informant. You know? Esau, man, you was malicious, man. The whole time you had it in your heart to slay those Native Americans, man. And then you got a holiday called Thanksgiving, man. Hey, you bold, bro. You a real thug, man. Jake out here, you 2/3. You Negroes that teach those Native Americans and Indians. Man, y'all ain't no thugs, man. Y'all kings, priests, and rulers. Yahweh Shema Shai got y'all back. You know, speaking to you Israelites. But Esau, hey, Esau is a young and reckless, young and wild, YOLO. Hey, he all those spirits that he try to dish out on our people, he's ultimately, he has those spirits. He has those characteristics, traits. Esau is the real black nigga, man. You know? He's the thug, man. To sit here and kill you and make a holiday out of your out of the killing is crazy, man. It's diabolical work. You know? And excuse me, man, I'm kind of getting a little, you know, upset too. You know, I know we brought this on ourselves, but hey, he ain't show no mercy, man. Alligator bait. You know? Beheading the chiefs. He was killing the chiefs, man. You know, because if you behead the chiefs of the nations or the tribes, hey, you showing power. Pretty much, they law statutes in their order and those things that they was looking up to that pretty much that king, their head. They don't have that no more. You know? And when you slay the king, hey, you ultimately, hey, you infiltrated the kingdom, man. And that's how you got it. You slayed the head, but you did it maliciously, though. You had informants. Hey, you even had Native Americans who gave Native Americans up, man. You know, tribes warring against each other, man. Our evil towards thy brothers were ultimately a part of the, you know, part of the curses. But Esau pretty much manipulated these things, man, on our people. Just so he can overtake us, man, and overthrow us. It said betrayal, you know. When you go into discovery, hey, betrayal, man. Let's go back to Psalms 55 and 20. He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him, and he had broken his covenant. Verse 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, and butter is smooth, man. You know? Smooth as hell. You know, hey, he doing it now, talking about make America great again. You know what make America great again really stands for? Putting you Negroes and Native Americans and Indians back in slavery, man. If it was up to Esau, man, he'll still have you niggas still in chains, man, whipping you to this day. You know? But it's because of the Lord and us, him sending his prophets out there to preach that word, hey, the enemy is being known, man. You learning this truth that, hey, you have an enemy. You have an enemy. Good is set against evil. That's a balance. You have an enemy, man. And Jake, you got to wake up to the fact that this devil do not like you because of the blessing that the Lord has blessed you with. Now it's up to you to go seek out that blessing, man. But Esau, Edom, hey, your reward is ultimately slavery, man. Psalms 55 and 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, and yet were they drawn swords. Let me see, hey, this devil, man, hey, he a liar, man. You can't trust him. It tell you that in Sirach. You can't trust this man. You can't. This Sirach chapter 12 verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed of him and beware of him. Hey, you gotta be on you gotta be on your guard, man. Dealing with this devil, man. He's very tactical, maliciously. He's very diabolical. He can't be trusted. You know? It reminds me of that scene on The Purge, man. If you watch the first Purge, the first one, you know, the one where the Edomite had that big house. He looked like a congressman or something, man. You know? And he was trying to survive in his own house. And they came and infiltrated. And it was almost the end of the Purge. The woman, his wife, you know, he ended up dying later on in the movie. But his wife, you know, ended up being alive. And she ended up taking them down. And here it is, before the alarm can ring that the purge was over, man, the woman was acting sorrowful. But then once the lady turned her back, she grabbed the gun, tried to reach for it, man. The lady had to hit her, pretty much pistol whip her, you know. And I'm just pretty much bringing that account up because guess what, man? Hey, they never to be trusted, man. They still have their agendas and they still stand on what they stand on with you, man. And I'm speaking to you Israelites. Hey, these devils, Esau, Edom, hey, he still hates you. That's why I say who should pity or trauma that's in the same chapter. Let's just keep reading, man. This Sirach 12 and 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. He's still wicked, still a devil. He still got his foot on our necks to this day, you know. You still subject to payments, man. You still can get pulled over, man, for broken tail lights or anything, man. It don't matter, man. You don't have no power here, Jake. Your only power relies in the scriptures. You can't win, man. The only way you can win is through the scriptures. You can't win carnally, right? Let's just be specific, man. You can't be carnal. You can't load up your guns and go try to fight this devil, man. No, that's not what the Lord said. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man, but mighty. The only thing that's mighty is this word, man. They have no place in the Bible. The only thing the Bible mentioned, they had no place in the promises, the rewards, or anything. But the only thing they got place in is slavery, death, and destruction, and annihilation. Sirach 12 and 12. Set him not by thee, least when he have overthrown thee. And that's what he did, man. He overthrew them, man. He overthrew the Native Americans. He overthrew them utterly. Genocide. Almost wiped out the whole generation, man. Wiped out the whole genealogy. Almost. Sirach 12:12, set him not by thee, least when he have overthrown thee, he stand in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith, man. Hey, and guess what? Hard head make a soft ass, man. Because guess what? Through the hard headedness of us, you Israelites, we had to suffer, man. We had to go through that hell, man. We had to be pretty much overthrown by our enemies. And enemy number one being Esau, Edom. Psalms 83rd chapter. First of the list. Our own brother, right? Sirach 12:13. Who would pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? You see? Hey, the Lord not playing, man. It tells you in the scriptures. Sirach 9:13. Keep thee far from the man that have power to kill. He was blessed with the sword. So what you think the sword, what you think it does? What you think the sword demonstrates? Death, killing, bloodshed. And that's ultimately how this devil gets down, man. It say, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city, man. And we behind what Ice Cube said in High Learning. We behind enemy lines, dog. What he said? They on that couch. They on this school. They on you. You know? Run, nigga, run. That's what he said in there, man. Because one of Omar Epps was a track star in that movie, man. And that's all you ever be to these Edomites, man. These self-proclaimed white people. I was looking in the AI overview, and this came, to this hit me in the spirit, man. I had to look this up. This AI overview, it say the top 10 ways Native Americans died, during the Spanish, infiltration. When the Spanish came and took over, them Edomites, them Spanish, original Spanish. AI overview, it say the top 10 ways Native Americans died during Spanish colonization primarily involved the introduction of new diseases, forced labor, malnutrition, warfare, and harsh living conditions within the Spanish mission system. See, that was their mission. That was their mission system. Hey, and we are part of that mission system to this day. Like, pay attention, man. You still subject to payments. You still living in harsh conditions, man. You the last one hired, first one fired. You the one got to struggle every day. You the one got to live your life in fear. And I'm speaking to you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Indians. You the one got to live in fear each day, whether you're going to be thrown out on the street or fired or family breaking up or thrown in jail. Hey, Esau ain't got to worry about that. They not in trouble like other men. But guess what? Trouble is headed their way for these harsh crimes that they have committed. It say warfare, harsh living conditions within the Spanish mission system, leading to widespread population decline due to the lack of immunity to European diseases. They was bringing these diseases over here, man. Now you know that leprosy, that so-called pale skin, hey, it come with some side effects, man. All right, that's a pestilence, man. That same mark that the Lord put on Cain is that same mark that went through Esau, is that same mark that's on you so-called white people today. And your nationality goes back to Edom, Esau, the Edomites. It say due to the lack of immunity to European diseases like smallpox, it say influenza. It got disease epidemics. It say top 10 ways Native died under Spanish rule. Disease epidemics. All right, molasses. It say the most significant factor with diseases like smallpox, influenza, typhus, rapidly spreading through native populations due to the lack of immunity and causing mass death. So that was one, right? The diseases, the disease epidemics. That was one. Two, forced labor. Harsh working conditions in mines, fields, and missions, including excessive labor demands, led to exhaustion, malnutrition, and death. That's two. Three, malnutrition, distribution of traditional food sources, and forced reliance on inadequate rations provided by the Spanish, leading to starvation and malnutrition. So pretty much, hey, he started messing with the food, man. Ain't we eating our food defiled amongst the Gentiles? You know? Hey, he's forcing us, man. He's forcing us to, hey, you don't know what, he got things wrapped in pork casing and shit. You know, it's like, it's never an ending battle with him. He always trying to find a way to take out you jakes. And messing with your food, if you ain't eating the right things, hey, it can mess with your mental, you know? And that's what this devil want to do, GMO. He want to mess with your DNA, your mentality, your pineal gland, man. He really wants your spirit when it all said and done. And then the forced labor. Hey, we working all types of shifts, man. Overnight, you know. Graveyard, 12 hours, 24 hours. Man, I had a Jake the other day. He was bragging about working 12 hours, 2 12-hour shifts. I'm looking at him like, there ain't nothing to brag about, man. You know, we got to feed our families and stuff like that. Hey, we in these positions that will really force us to do these things. Hey, we in our enemy's land. Hey, we got to render Caesar under what Caesar. But he glorified in it like as if it was just like it's just okay to just sit at master's table, man. Just that mentality, bro. You know, that's why we gotta wake up. You know, you can't have your heart set here, man. You gotta have, that's why you gotta arise and depart, because this is not your rest, man. The Lord is gonna deliver us. He's gonna deliver us from this harsh captivity that we are in, but he's gonna bring heavy judgment unto Esau. Warfare and massacres. Direct military confrontation with Spanish forces, including brutal massacres resulting in significant native casualties. It's a mission system exploration. The Spanish mission system, while intended to convert natives, often forced them into harsh living conditions, poor sanitation, and strict discipline, leading to high mortality rates. Psychological trauma. The disruption of traditional cultures, forced assimilations, and loss of autonomy under Spanish rule, it says, led to widespread psychological distress and decreased resistance to disease. Corporal punishment, including whipping, was used as a means of control, resulting in injuries and death. Boy, beat you till you die, man. You know? And he was doing that with the natives. They let you know, man, we brothers, man. We brothers, we a family. The same thing he did unto the natives, he did unto the Negroes, man. They let you know, man, hey, this truth is real, bro. These precepts, hey, these things are real. And they say environmental, lack of medical care. Yep. The Spanish provided limited medical treatment to natives populations, exacerbating the impact of disease. It's a environmental degradation. It's a destruction of native ecosystems and disruption of traditional land use practices contribute to food security and disease spread. And it's a child mortality. Child were particularly vulnerable to disease due to their damn. It say, excuse me. Say children were particularly vulnerable to disease due to their weaker immune systems, leading to high infant and child mortality rates. You know? And the main cruel thing that they did was try to convert, which they didn't try, they forced and compelled Native Americans to convert to Christianity. That's another reason why we don't deal with that Christianity BS, man. That harlot house church, man. We don't deal with that, man. The Lord loves everybody. But y'all saying that under the ass whooping of your brothers, man, and yourself. You saying that under the harsh pain and suffering that we had to go through, man, in the name of Christianity, man. You know, that's sick, man. Hey, that's why this devil gotta go. He got our people just sick. He got them lost in the mind. This Isaiah 47:6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient as thou very, very heavily laid thy yoke. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Hey, and that's how you devils be moving, man. You move like you don't have to answer to nothing. And guess what? You do. You have to answer to those crimes, Edom. That's why we smile. That's why we happy. That's why I'm smiling now, because the Lord, hey, it come back full circle. What you did unto us is going to be brought back unto you in righteousness. You see? You ain't think about the latter end. And this is your latter end. This is Numbers 24:18. Oh, I'm going to start at 17, man. I got to bring out Lord Yahushua in the midst of this, man. This Numbers 24:17. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not now. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel. And that's talking about Yahushua. That star is capital. Yahushua, the only star in this movie, baby. And shall smite the corners of Moab and destroy all the children of Sheph. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel should do violently. You see? Keep going. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. And when he looked on Amalek, right, he took up his parable and said Amalek was the first of the nations. Because guess who funded those ships, man, to come get these Negroes, right? Amalek. Them little hats over there, man, who call themselves the Lord's people. Numbers 24:20. It said Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Your latter end shall be that you perish forever, man. You know, thus said the Lord, thus said the Bible. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's get Ezekiel, man. Let's get these perishing precepts, because you just feel like you're not going to answer. You just feel like you're not going to be answer for your crimes, man. You know? Let's get that Ezekiel. Because I got that in the law. That's law that you're going to go into captivity, buddy. This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the source of the sword, by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashimawashah, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee, man. You see? Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and thy hills in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers. And shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. You see what I'm saying? You should know that I am the Lord, man. It's beautiful, man. It's going to be a beautiful sight to see the downfall of our enemies, man. I'll tell you that in the scriptures. I'm going to end it off with that anyway. This Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy. The 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies. All right, and with that, we're going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles for teaching us this truth. Peace and blessings to the brothers pushing the word throughout the 4 corners. Peace and blessings to the elect scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth. Shalom.